Good day, welcome back. I am Sue Pickering here to do a reading for the collective. We are going to see what messages are coming through today, especially if you are an entrepreneur. This fits for anyone, but I focus on entrepreneurs in what is holding them back, getting them moving to find all of that happiness and joy. Okay, surrender to the journey. There is a big space. I was going to say gap. Maybe there is a gap. Maybe it's becoming a gap that for people to realize that things we've been in our masculine for so long, we've been just trudging forward, pushing to get to where we want to go. But there's a space here that there needs to be a happy medium of following the flow, being in a space where the journey is the journey, right? Whatever happens to us is the journey. The journey tells us what we need to know about ourselves. The journey tells us how to navigate, how to instill values, how to uh, see our gifts in a bigger way. So to be in a space where you let go of the control of how it needs to happen. Yes, have your goals, move toward them, but allow it to come to you through flow, through ease, through grace, rather than having to be rigid in figuring it out and getting to where you're going because this is how you need to do it. But there's this aspect here for you to really realize that when you can be guided on the journey rather than control the reins, that is when things happen a lot faster. You start to discover more things on a grander scale, and things start happening for you, not against you. Okay, the Empress, there you go. There's that feminine side, that flow. She manifests everything because she's listening to the guidance. She's listening to where she needs to go. Some of you need to be near water. That water is showing up very strong in this reading, and allowing it for cleansing, allowing it for you to tap into the messages that they're saying hidden for you. If you don't slow down long enough to recognize that there's messages, how do you ever hear them, right? And then judgment. So really being in where what you are doing is going to come back. We have some massive things happening coming in July. Huge shifts in humanity, huge shifts in what is going on in the world. But what they're sharing here is what you have been, if you are a leader and you've been putting yourself out there and you've been working to the bone, I'll say it, been really, really doing what you've been called to do, healing yourself where you need to heal, looking at ourselves where we need to really see what is within us, our gifts, and allowing that to shine in the world. They're sharing, if you've been doing that, there is going to be some huge payoffs. Everything is coming back, okay? There is a huge, massive reclamation that is coming, and you are going to see this coming, and it's going to continue to pay off in the next few years for sure. But if you are still kind of stuck and being in resistance and stuff, it's going to take a little bit longer to reach that point. But that judgment is coming. So have you been doing all of the things that you have been called to do here on earth? Have you been really stepping up to live the life that you're so passionate about? What is stopping you? So really, you can't cram everything into 1 month though, or a month and a half. So really being in a space where you continue to push yourself forward in stepping into your being, stepping into who you are, okay? Page of Wands, new passions. This is all coming through. This is a space for you to really step into what it is, your own magic. Okay. Have you been putting your own magic in your life? Have you been moving forward with that magic that brings you so many gifts, but also that magic that you share with the world that allows others to see their light as a leader, things like that. So really knowing that these passions are going to really start showing up, and your psychic abilities, your intuition, your feeling of when you're totally in alignment and when you're not. This is all getting stronger and stronger as we move forward here on earth, as we, continue to be on this journey. Page of Pentacles. So you have two pages. So the beginning of passion, the beginning of putting that passion into materialistic wealth, putting that passion, that zest, those abilities, your creative aspects, maybe for some of you, to really put them to work to allow the magic to unfold for you, where you can create something bigger and better, and possibly money, right? Four of Pentacles. Okay. Letting go, checking it at the door. Um, Whatever it is you're holding on to from the past, whatever it is that's no longer serving you, time to let that stuff go. There are new things coming, knocking on your door for you to step into, letting go of the things that really are not bringing you to your highest and fullest potential, letting that go. Check, like I said, checking it. When you go on a flight, you check your luggage. You don't get a choice to see it until you land, right? So really think, once you let that go, it is gone and you can't go back to it, because this is where we're at. We can't go to our old ways. Once we know what we know and we see what we see, we can't undo that. It is stepping forward. It is movement forward. And really knowing that in order for things to really, the ship to navigate through smooth sailing, we need to let go of the way of how we control things, what we think things should look like. Nothing is as it seems. And I can honestly say that, like, my coaching business is not what I thought it was going to look like. And that's okay, because I'm going with the flow and I'm just allowing it to unfold how it needs to, in the best way for me. Sometimes we can feel like, because we're in control, we know what we want, how we want it, it's going to be the best for us. But sometimes it's not the actual best. It's what we think. It's because we have our story, our journey of what our past has brought through to us, and things can look different. Things can look a lot different than what we ever imagined. Okay. The Fool, look at that. New beginnings, stepping into this path of freshness, this path of looking at life differently, this path through, looking through different eyes, looking through, a space where it's a lot brighter than what we ever thought imaginable. Okay, number 13 is the Death card. New beginnings, new beginnings. The old way is out, the new way is in, and things are going to start taking flight for you on this journey. Okay. And really seeing that everything goes deep, everything runs deep. Okay. And knowing that your wishes and dreams can come true. Four of Wands. Look at this. Your wishes and dreams coming true. This is the commitment. This is celebration. This is having all that you are working toward to come to fruition, and having it come in so much abundance. Okay. Uh, and I feel like with this card, usually it's the celebration, the wedding celebration, but this deck is different. He is filling her cup. So are you in so much control that you don't allow spirit to the universe to fill your cup? um, being in flow, being able to just navigate allows it to just get filled rather than waiting for someone to come and fill your cup, because you're in control of when that's going to happen, how that's going to happen, and why not just allow it to get filled on its own. Okay, that is what I am hearing. And a lot of abundance. They're showing me that spirit has your back. So know that if you take that leap, there is a safety net that is there if something were to not be uh, working out the way it needs to, the way you think it needs to. Eggs, starting over, saving up resources in the nest egg. Beautiful. There is beauty coming for you in this new beginning, in this starting from fresh for some people, completely letting go the old and into the new. Okay, there is something beautiful. Cutlery, this is about you gaining the tools or finding the tools to make it happen, discovering more about yourself, knowing that with these tools you can have, the most beautiful feast ever. Okay, and heart, moving out of the head into the heart. uh there is something that is noticing when your emotions are yours and when they're someone else's. So often, sometimes we pick up on other people's emotions and we feel like it's our own. So we reflect our life around that. Really getting connected to what is yours, what emotions. So how do we do that? We have to be able to sit with ourselves and quiet our mind, quiet our, body, so we can just really hear it ticking and moving, and knowing that we can really listen to how our body, our soul navigate, how we are in a space where we can tap into all of us, our whole being, in order to know what is ours, what is the collective's, what is, someone that's coming to visit you. Often we feel other people's stuff before they get there. Okay, I am guided to pull a few charms here. Okay, we have, oh my goodness, this one was staring at me. The pearl. So knowing that as you continue to go through what you're going through, this beautiful pearl is opening up, this gem inside of you that is absolutely beautiful. And for you to understand that that person is coming out to shine. Okay, it's getting there that sometimes is the problem, the hard part. A rose. So really stopping when it's time to smell the roses is what they're saying. So really getting to a space where you can really slow down enough to be in flow, to know how to navigate, and allowing spirit to guide you through, this journey. And then you got the bow. Okay, so bow and arrow. So take aim on what it is that you are wanting. Take your time, aim with accuracy. And if it's sometimes you feel like you're being held back, that just means you're going to catapult even farther. Okay, that judgment day is coming for you to really step forward into and have the things come back tenfold. That is what I have for you today. I thank each and every one of you, and I appreciate you so very much. If you are wanting your own personal reading, there is a link. I do Zoom readings. If you want to book that, it's all there for you in one click, and you can decide what works for you. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Much love.